Hi there, Trevor here from Double Bill Movies. Right, I thought I'd do a little haul video. Been struggling with getting my head round doing some videos of late, so I wanted to get my cinema upgrade video done, but I had such a headache getting all that sorted out. Not the video part was quite easy. But buying the equipment and the trouble we had with it, installing it was pretty easy, apart from the lovely big screen. Couldn't go on my ceiling because my ceiling was not designed to take that kind of thing. So I had to compromise and go to B&Q, get some shelf brackets, just some regular wooden ones, and add a bit of wood on top, long enough so the bracket could then sit underneath to hold the screen. But it's still up there now. It hasn't fallen. It's been up there a couple of weeks now, and I'm pretty pleased with it. But I had wanted to do a video of my process of putting in the new amplifier, because if you paid close attention to my last video, the first thing that changed was the Blu-ray player, from Pioneer LX71, I think, to this Panasonic DP-UB9000, which is Panasonic's flagship 4K player. It does everything 4K, 3D, and this one is hacked. I got it through Region Free Magic on Amazon. Yes, it's expensive, but to me the source, i.e. the equipment that plays your discs, is the most important. Obviously you do need a really good TV, but the better the source you can feed the TV, the easier the job the TV has to do. And in my case now, this projector, you know, that's basically a relatively cheap projector compared to what you could spend. You could spend thousands on a projector, but no, I can't afford to do that. And but I know I'm feeding it a very, very good picture. So obviously I've got, so the next thing on that changed as it panned up and down after the player was then the amplifier. So from a Pioneer amplifier, which I still have and I won't be getting rid of because I can use it elsewhere, to a lovely Denon amplifier. And this Denon is capable of doing 7.2.4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0.1 plus another one, 0.2, which I don't have. I need to get a second subwoofer and find somewhere in this room to put it. But then 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's your 0.4. I could have two up there and it could be 7.2.2 or 7.1.2 or whatever. You know, there's lots of different configurations for Dolby Atmos. It's going to be a while before I get the overheads. So at the moment I'm still just with my 7.1 surround sound. But then of course, yes, as it panned up, and then I tried my best to sort of do a pull away shot. It reveals the TV, and then above it sitting the projector screen. So I'm going to do a little video, not now, but soon, about, you know, is it worth upgrading to a screen and a projector over a sort of, say, an 85-inch OLED. Anyway, so keep an eye out for that video if you're interested. And so now I'm just going to do a little haul. Went to HMV at the weekend because I wanted to order a title from 88, and they've sold out, which is great. But I knew HMV in Uxbridge, which I have a video for, the Uxbridge shop, and I need to get that up. Currently on my wife's phone, but I need to do voiceover and all that kind of stuff for it and get it out there, so John Clancy can put it in his HMV playlist for his channel. But anyway, so we went to Uxbridge on Saturday, and lo and behold, right where I saw it before Christmas, oh actually no, it's Boxing Day I think it was, the title I wanted was still there, so that's good. But of course, while I was there, I picked up some more titles. Now, around the Christmas time, I went to this Uxbridge twice, this store, this HMV store, and I picked up things both times and got plenty of titles during Christmas. But I got so many built up, I didn't want to do an hour-long haul video, and they've all now been sort of put away and everything, so I can't remember what the titles are that I got. So you're just going to get this tiny little haul here of 6 or 7 titles. But I'll start with one that turned up today. Now, annoyingly, I pre-ordered a great film called Training Day, with Ethan Hawke and Vin Diesel, Denzel Washington. I have it on DVD, but you know, there's no fancy audio. It's only Dolby Digital 5.1. No Blu-ray has had anything other than the same 5.1 Dolby Digital audio. But you may have noticed there is now a 4K coming out for the 100th anniversary of Warner Brothers. So I have pre-ordered that. Now it came to $19.99, and HMV's website only gives you free shipping if you spend £20. Yeah, well, they're clever there, aren't they? So instead of finding something for a penny or just a couple of pounds, I thought I'd add The Northman and the HMV first edition. So it is exclusive to HMV. You've probably seen this unboxed many a times, so I won't bother showing you. I have not seen this film yet, but I think now that I have my massive screen to watch this on, this should be a really good watch. But I'll let you know once I've watched it what I think. So the next two are actually films that I had on Blu-ray, and this was the time when I was just starting to decide whether to start picking up 4Ks, and I guess I settled on the Blu-ray, thinking, oh, I don't really need them, blah blah blah. But no, I've decided that I did definitely want them on 4K, and one of them is this, The Mule, Clint Eastwood movie. And so part of the reason I got this was because it had the slip. So if it was in HMV and it didn't have the slip, I may have just left it there and not bothered. But I thought, well, at some point someone's going to get the slip and that'll be the last one left. So great film, and glad that I've got it on 4K now. Then the other one is a true story starring Tom Hanks, and that is Sully. So again, this is a little bit battered, the slip cover, as you can see there, but it was the last one in the shop, so I thought, well, I've got it. The spine looks pretty good, so it's not too bad. Now, that being a true story brings me on to a little sort of thing I would like to do. As you know, I do double bills, and they don't have to be originals and remakes. So I'm going to do sort of a double bill true stories. I'm going to watch 2 true story movies a month, and just not sort of compare them, put them off against each other, just sort of talk about them and just make them a different kind of double bill. Yeah, I've got a few more ideas in the works. Just need to get back into the swing of making videos, and then, you know, because I don't just want to sit here and go, what am I talking about, because I don't know. Anyway, back onto the little haul. Now I only picked this up because it was $9.99, and with it having a slip on it, I wasn't going to leave it there, was I? So I've already got a very, very nice box set of this on Blu-ray. I didn't feel the need to get the lovely 4K box set, despite the fact there being some lovely trinkets that come with it. Now I've been to some of the locations of this movie, but the last time I went to America. Most of all, we went to Portland, Oregon, and the person we stayed with took us to Astoria. And if you know where your locations are, the Goonies was made in the Astoria. We went to the Goonies house. It's all boarded up. The owner doesn't want anyone near the house, so it's got like no trespassing, no photographs, all this, that and the other. I took some video from a distance just to sort of prove that I was there. Now the house opposite that data slides from into the Goonie house, that's still there, and so they were real houses. You know, it was no set built on a studio lot or anything. That's a real street, and that's a real house, and the street you see out the window, and it goes up, and there's like some kind of gangway or pipe or something that goes across the road. That's where we parked the car. So we walked up that road, and then later on we went down to sort of the jetty and whatnot that was near the main shipping lanes, because in the distance you can see obviously the big oil tankers, and we saw a couple of them go past, and they are still the same colours, the greens and the reds, as they were in the movie back then. So yes, that's the Goonies. I know the transfer is not amazing, but if it has HDR, I don't know, maybe it doesn't have HDR. Anyway, it should look great. So that's the Goonies. So Sully was in the 2 for 30 deal, so of course you need a second title for that, don't you? And again, it's got a slipcover on it. Film I've never seen, but starring Liam Neeson, and it is Cold Pursuit. I've heard some pretty good things about this, so I'm quite looking forward to seeing it. And of course, yes, nice slipcover. Right, so sadly, this line has seemed to have come to an end, and it's been a very, very good line for all us collectors, and it is, of course, the HMV Premium Collection. So what I wanted to get was The Haunting. So this is the original 60s one, and you know, because there's a remake, it means I'll be able to do a double bill. And what better way to get around that situation than to buy The Haunting from 1999. So I have not seen either of these films, so that would be a pretty good double bill to do, and I'll be able to sort of give my thoughts on which one's better and just what I think of them in general. So the main reason I went to HMV, and the film that was still lurking there down in the depths of the bottom shelf, right at the front of the store, and it is a video nasty. It is a category 1 video nasty, and actually the next episode on that series is on Bumper's channel, and that will be Cannibal Ferox. So the film after that is Cannibal Holocaust, and that will be on my channel. Now I won't be watching this one for it. I will be watching my Grindhouse releasing fully uncut version, but I figured, I know this is cut, but I figured, you know, this is 4K, this is a lovely edition, it's a great slipcover, reversible art, poster and art cards and whatnot in there, just like we like to get, so I couldn't leave this there. I was glad to see that 88 had sold out on their website, so that's good. So if you want to snap this up, you might want to get it pretty soon, because there won't be many left and you'll have to get them off eBay. So there you go, just a quick little video, and hopefully it won't be too long before I do another one. So let me know in the comments what you thought of those movies, if you've seen them, if you didn't know about them and you thought, oh, I might check that out myself, that sounds good. So anyway, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and set your notifications to all so you know when I upload a new video. And like I said, hopefully now I can get back into the swing of things. Now I've got my lovely projector, my lovely big screen, and I've watched, let's see what I've watched. I've watched Bumblebee, that looked amazing, absolutely amazing. I've watched Cliffhanger, that looked great, and there was one point where there was a mountain in the background and I was like, there's a building on there, which I've never seen before, because usually it's too small. And what else? We have watched, last night we watched Police Academy 7, which I'd never seen before. My wife and I watched that. It's not very good. They're just trying too hard and, you know, repeating the same formula. They don't really have all the gang. So that was obviously Blu-ray, not 4K. When I initially put the screen up, I obviously threw in quite a few discs ranging from 4Ks and Blu-rays, and I put in Tim Burton's Batman. Now, wow, that looks like I was literally watching a very well used 35mm film, not a Blu-ray. So to me, that shows how good the Blu-ray format can be. Anyway, more on that in another video. So yes, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, set your notifications to all, and I'll see you in the next video. So take it easy.